You see this doll? Its name is Labubu, and people all over TikTok are obsessed. Cute outfits, big eyes, tiny little smile, but something about it just feels off. And once you look deeper, you'll wish you never did. There's a reason why people are throwing her away at concerts, hiding her in closets, and warning others to stay away. Because behind her cuteness is something way darker. Let's talk about the most cursed dolls in the world. Starting with the one you might already have in your room. It started as an art toy. Labubu was designed by Kaising Lung, a Hong Kong-born artist. And overnight, Labubu became a viral aesthetic. Girls collecting them, swapping outfits, unboxing blind boxes. But then, the weird stories began. A TikTok user said her Labubu doll kept changing expressions. Another said she left it on a shelf and found it facing the opposite direction the next morning. One girl said she heard giggling at 3 a.m., alone in her room. People started wondering, is this doll based on something? And that's where Pazuzu comes in. In ancient mythology, Pazuzu is the demon of wind and plague. But you probably know him from The Exorcist, the demon who possesses a little girl. What's wild is, people notice Labubu's face kinda looks like Pazuzu. The horns, the grin, the creepy little eyes. And in the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror episode, Bart gets possessed by guess who? Pazuzu. He ends up passing the demon into baby Maggie.
You'll be here in the dark with Pazuzu! Sweet dreams, Maggie!
Maggie, sweetie, you should be in bed.
Did someone get that on their phone?
Ah, she's got red eye.
She's a demon from hell!
am Pazuzu, demon of the southwest wind.
And then came the moment that made TikTok explode. At one of her concerts, Katy Perry noticed a fan holding a Labubu doll in the front row. She then knocked it out of the fan's hand. Some people laughed, others weren't so sure. Was it just a joke? Or did she feel something was off about the doll? It's because she dislikes the doll and considers it creepy. She had previously instructed her tour team to ban the doll. A Reddit user posted this: "I bought a Labubu for my niece. She loved it at first, but said it whispers to her." And then the most viral post of all: "I threw the doll in the trash after it scratched me in my sleep. The next morning, it was sitting on my desk, smiling." If Labubu scares you, wait until you hear about these real-life cursed dolls, locked away in a glass box in Florida. Robert the doll looks innocent, but he's blamed for curses, car crashes, and ruined lives. Tourists who don't ask permission before taking his photo, they end up writing apology letters. The museum wall is full of them.
Every single day, the museum gets more and more letters of people apologizing to Robert for either being disrespectful or not asking his permission to take his photo. The museum has a lot of these letters on display that you can read. A lot of people have reported their camera malfunctioning while they're in the museum, but once they leave, it's working perfectly fine again. Some have even left the museum to look back at their photos to see that all of them were deleted like they never existed, while a lot of other people reported much more detrimental things. Some have claimed to have lost personal items, missed flights, gotten into car wrecks, as well as even gotten divorced after visiting Robert. So just remember, if you ever go to visit Robert the doll, please treat him with respect.
In Japan, a doll named Okiku sits in a shrine. She has real human hair, and it grows. Scientists tested it. It's real. Every time they cut it, it grows back longer.
In 1918, a young boy in Japan bought a doll for his little sister, Okiku. She adored it, named it after herself, and took it everywhere, to bed, to meals, even to the market. But that winter, Okiku became seriously ill and passed away at just 3 years old. Heartbroken, her family placed the doll on a shelf in their home to remember her. Not long after, they noticed something strange. The doll's hair, which had been neatly cut short, started to grow. At first, it reached her shoulders. Then it went past her waist. They trimmed it again and again, but it always grew back. Things got even stranger. At night, the mother claimed she heard soft footsteps near the shelf. Another time, the lights flickered the moment someone tried to move the doll. Slowly, the family came to believe that their daughter's spirit was living inside it. Eventually, they took the doll to Menenji Temple, where monks agreed to care for it, but the activity didn't stop. Visitors reported sudden chills. Some said the doll's expression changed when no one was looking. Others claimed they heard their names whispered in an empty room. And the hair? It still grows to this day. The monks trim it regularly. Last year, one of them swore it smiled, with its eyes wide open.
Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss another creepy video. Annabelle. You've seen it in the Conjuring movie. But the real Annabelle? She's not porcelain. She's a soft, innocent-looking ragged doll. And she's locked inside a blessed glass case at the Warren Occult Museum. But don't let the soft fabric fool you. This doll is said to be truly possessed. The story goes, 2 nursing students found the doll acting strange. It would move, change positions, leave notes around the apartment that said, "Help me." A psychic told them a spirit named Annabelle Higgins was inside.
By the name of Donna. She's going to nursing school and she receives this Raggedy Ann doll from her mom as a gift. She had a roommate named Angie and they kept the doll in their apartment, but they knew something felt off about it. There was one time where they placed her on the couch and they left, and when they came back home, she was kneeling. Then they started noticing handwritten notes on parchment paper when neither of them owned parchment paper. Yep. They started finding these handwritten notes all over the apartment and it looked like a child's handwriting.
That's why Annabelle's case has a sign. Warning. Positively do not open. No one has ever dared to break the glass. Because if this doll gets out again, no one knows what she'll do next. Tell me which doll creep you out the most. Labubu, Robert, Okiku, or Annabelle. And if you have a doll in your room right now, maybe check if it's still in the same spot.